guys, it is Tuesday, May 30th, and I'm going for an ad day. I didn't go to work. Probably should have, because things probably would have worked out better, but I didn't. Right now, I have no internet. I think it was because the bill was not paid. I'm not so sure. That means I cannot get Parenthood until my aunt comes home and figures out the internet. Hopefully she can, because I've been waiting for a long time. Maybe this is karma. I don't know. Like, I had internet for a little bit, and then it stopped. So I'm lucky I downloaded all these videos that I had before, because I'm probably going to have to count on watching them for the next 2 hours. It is just annoying. Like, you know me, like, it's usually bad enough when there's no internet. But on the day I'm supposed to get that game that I've been looking forward to for the longest time, and it happens on today of all days. Even if it was yesterday and we could have figured it out, or the day after and we could have figured it out. Once the game was already downloaded, I could actually play it while I was waiting, for example. But no, today, before I could get the game, because the game wasn't even supposed to come out until about this time coming, like 2-ish. Because in New York, it's released about maybe 1 o'clock was the estimate. And, well, you know how the saying goes, like, it means it would be 2 around Nova Scotia or a little later, so it couldn't have waited till at least 4 o'clock, or till my aunt could have paid. Like, but anyway, I'm allowed to give a little bit more information on the boy I met. His name is Danny. Obviously, D was very specific, but I just did not really think of a name, just use the letter. And his disability is that he is slow, in a way. I'm not using the other word at all. He had, I guess, some brain damage when he was born. But he is very intelligent, despite all that. I cannot say the last name. That is the only thing. He's an incredibly caring guy. Like, I think about him quite a bit, which, for me, is a big thing. Because usually I am always in my little world, right? I don't ever think of real relationships very much. Except for, like, my aunts, maybe, and family, occasionally. I don't often connect to people very much. Like, Bart was the only person that I sort of connected with. And maybe Spirit Riser, right? Like, I never really... What is it? But even with Bart, right? I never fully connected. That brought me out of my imaginary world, you know, like my mind. With Danny, and Danny has said he's one of the exceptions besides Kathy and Janet that I give the real name, first name to. Like, he literally brings me out of myself. First time that I mean, okay, don't get the wrong idea. I understand real versus reality. I'm not schizophrenic. Like, I mean, like, obviously there's a lot worse signs for schizophrenia than, like, just being in your own world, for example. But we'll just say, obviously, as I know, besides YouTube, I really didn't have a life, right? I'd always, like, make up stories, like, and kind of feel comfort in those stories. This is the first time, and I think in almost forever, right, that I actually enjoyed thinking of something that was real and thought like ahead of something that's real. Like, you gotta get what I mean? And right now, his parents do not really know we're talking. But hopefully they would get to meet me and know I will not hurt their son. Like, that is a tragic reality with individuals with special needs like ourselves. We are always the caregivers are always worried, well, will we be taken advantage of? Or there's always this chance that we will be taken advantage of. And I can understand that fear, right? In a way. Like, my aunt is a little more good about it. She says, as long as I'm open and I'm careful, right? Like, will they say Danny isn't even allowed on Facebook because there are just some people that cannot be trusted, right? But the site I found him on, almost everyone has some sort of special needs and understanding. Like I know I would never take advantage of him, and I'm pretty sure he would never take advantage of me. Now, some of you may wonder if we may go further than the friendship. Someday, maybe. But my only conditions with that is that his parents are okay with it, and that we were closer, we were closer in both bond and, distance. Well, just say he lives in BC. And that is, I don't know how many hours off. I know hour-wise, there's 4 hours difference. If I called him at midnight, it would only be 8 o'clock there. His is behind. So, if I needed, I needed to talk last night. So I said I could talk if he didn't mind. And, I'm at a point where I remember, I had another friend, and he used to call me all the time, but I was more in my own little world, right, at that time. But with Danny, I seem to think about him and want to talk to him and make the time to. I don't think, as I said, Bart is still a really good friend of mine, and I do care about him too. But I think with Danny, it's just a little different. I actually sort of feel a connection. And don't worry, I do realize the reality of things. There may not be a reality that we would ever get together in that way. And as sad as that is, I'm okay even if we were just really good friends. I have someone that will listen and actually respects me. And, I told him about Bart. I actually used his real name, though, to him because wasn't recorded and only he would hear it, right? I tell him names and I tell him a lot of things. So, but I never show him a picture because just I would never show a picture of him here unless he was okay with it. But I'm allowed to open up to some details except for his last name and what he looks like, for example. We'll just say that he's an all-around great guy, and sometimes, yes, I like to do things to myself still, like my channel, for example, but he understands that. I tell him and I send him emails every day on the days that we can't talk. So, I honestly felt in the 3 or 4 days that I've gotten to know him that he's one of the best friends that I've ever had, if anything. And my aunt is really pleased about this. That I'm actually talking to someone face to face and getting out of my fantasy world. And anyway, yeah, from with no internet, I don't think FaceTime it actually works. So trust me, if it did, I would have talked to him the whole time. But right now, I think it's 4 hours difference. It's 2 o'clock, so it'd be 10 in the morning where he is. So, yeah. Don't really want to bug him that early in case he's doing something. But in other words, I'm bored. But yeah, it's nice. He always sends me messages he misses me sometimes. There was a message today I got where it says, I'm glad we're best friends. Sometimes I worry that we both are unrealistically thinking things. But I do, understand that reality. And if there was ever a day where I know it couldn't work, I would still be his friend. But I would tell him. Because I know he's smart enough to understand that. I mean, someday he said he wants to meet me. I said to him too, his parents would have to know, my aunt would have to know, the aunt would have to go with me or be with me. And I don't know whether his parents decided to or not would be up to them. But I can understand their concern for their son at the same time. 'Cause I'm the same way. I'm learning to be more realistic, but do they call it? Cautiously optimistic. Like, as I said, I don't even know whether I'd say he's my soulmate. But if things worked right, pretty close to one. But yeah, I thought, I never talked about anything the last few days, and I'll let you know how things work with the internet and the parenthood thing. So I'll see you in the next clip. Hey guys, it is Thursday, June the 1st, and sorry there isn't very much this week, but never got my packages yet. I sent a message. They said it should take 4 to 6 weeks, and it's almost in the 6th week, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, I got an ice cap today. I gotta thank my uncle, because he surprised me with it, even after I had Coke. But it's a good surprise, and I enjoyed it. So, not much else has happened. I had gotten Parenthood. I forgot to talk about it, but I made a video for the game overview, which will be out on the 3rd, just 2 more days. So, it's a pretty long video, I'm warning you. You don't have to watch it all, but it's about 40 minutes. That was accidental. I got too into the game. But you get to see extra on how I feel about it. I think it's really good. I mean, it's definitely not something like Generations in the aspect where it affects all life in a way, but it's a really good step up from EA. They give you more to do with your kids, your toddlers, your teens. I played through what I did on my file a little bit, and now one of the kids have a child. Although I don't know if the generator is proper or not, because I keep getting girls. The same amount of kids, the same gender, whatever. That's alright. But I'm enjoying it. That's what matters. I'm having fun. I'm doing a legacy just for myself. And I'm pregnant with a girl. I hope that's not the same thing. I might have to re-randomize it. But thank God I seem to only got one for my first time. And that is good. I mean, for now I have to learn how to parent a little better in this file. So, I'm learning the ins and outs of it. So, I got a lot of garbage to clean in my room, because it is garbage day tomorrow, so, yeah. It's funny, I was in the middle of cleaning when my uncle came with the ice cap, so I'm like, yeah, it has no cover, he forgot it this time, but it was a surprise. Right? So, I'm enjoying it anyway. That's why I'm drinking it before I do the rest of the garbage. It's obviously the best thing to do, even though it's really late, almost 8 o'clock, and I have to clean the garbage, have a shower, bath, but I just call it shower, go to bed, but good thing I can sleep until 11 tomorrow. That's the only thing that I can say. I got to sleep pretty decently early last night, despite sleeping pretty late. But anyway, guys, I think that is about it. I played the game quite a bit. I need to record some more Walking Dead Season 2. I'll probably do that on Friday, tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the last day for an episode so far, so I have to make more until it's finished. I believe I'm on the last episode. I might be. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check. But anyway, guys, I will see you in the next clip. Hey, guys, I'm just editing this week's vlog. It actually is Monday. I apologize that this vlog is up late. Hopefully it'll be up today, as this day, or Tuesday. I just, was so busy. I didn't even work much on my channel. Not that I was busy. I was talking to Danny back and forth quite a bit when I wasn't doing something. So, yeah. And as I said, I never went to work this week, obviously. What was I going to say? Tomorrow, which you'll probably see in the vlog, there might be a Pokemon Direct announcement. Most likely it's going to be for the Nintendo Switch I do not own yet. Hopefully this time I'll learn from a mistake and eventually get it, because there's going to be a lot more on it than in the Wii U. I don't know if I'll ever get a Wii U. It just depends if timing was right, if I could get a good sale on it. But as said, if I do get a Nintendo Switch, then there may not be Let's Plays on it for a while, because I would need something to capture it, and I want to do it justice, so. But anyway, yeah, I haven't did much recording. I mean, it's going to be Tuesday tomorrow. I haven't recorded any new Walking Dead. There may not be any this week. There might. It just all depends. Hopefully I can just get myself together and record an episode or two for the next 2 weeks. Because that was just me. I think, like I said, I'm not blaming him. As I said, it's good that I'm actually socializing with someone, as my aunt would say. But ever since I started talking to Danny, it just seems, not that the channel, it is important to me. I said it to him, there's time where I took time to record a few videos. But it seems like I'm getting a bit more of a social life a little bit. Which I guess, in a sense, that's a good thing. Because, like, at 25, like, in the position I am now, like, you know what I mean? I shouldn't be just sitting there doing nothing, like, 100% of the time without socializing with someone. But I am, like, I think once I get into a routine, like, for example, I had to get up at 9:30 today, after only sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning. I really, like, once I get into a routine and work comes back into situation, then hopefully I will be a lot more active on the channel. You'll probably still will see videos from me, and I will try to keep it up, right, as much as I can, but right now, priorities kind of must happen, right? I have to kind of get my priorities straight. Like, for example, I want to decide what videos I want on the channel. I want to kind of make my channel about me in a way. But not, like, it's hard to explain. Like, when I first started this channel, I was doing it for fun, like, just a random video. I was taking it seriously, but I was not at the same time. But I'm at a point now, yes, I know I only got 77 subscribers, but I'm at a point now that I'm thinking that this channel does still mean a lot to me, right? And I want to do it justice. But with that, it takes a lot of time. And effort, I understand it takes anyway, and I have no problem doing that. But I just have to figure out a way to get me in the mood to do them, and do them right. Like, I want to learn, like, my priorities. Like, I need, for one, a social life. I mean, all you see in these vlogs are me talking in my room or outside once in a while half the time. Like, I want to be able to have an opportunity where I can, like, enjoy myself and record. Like I did when I went to the theater that one time. I, like, actually was going out. And, like, even when I went to the dollar store, I was still doing it myself. I was out of the house. It was something different. And also, like, when I went to my cousin's party, like, down at the beach, like, those were times that stuck out in a way because those are times I actually made an effort to go out. And I kind of want to be able to do that and enjoy it, right? Like, there were moments, like, right now, we'll just say I'm kind of confused, like, with how everything's going. I might make an update video or just another video on the matter to talk about it a little bit more. But for now, this will be the end of the vlog. As I said, like, I got, what is it? Parenthood. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm doing a legacy challenge just for myself, guys. I'm sorry, but that, like, it's hard enough for me following rules without recording it. I'm trying to see if maybe someday I'll do a legacy challenge for the channel. But only if I know, if I kind of do a similar one and I know how to handle it. I want to be able to know I can do it on my own first. Right? Because, like, and I'm enjoying it. Like, I record it, I play it, I earn money myself, and I have a child now, which will probably make things a little more difficult, but besides the point, I will see you guys in the next video.